What if I told you that parts of Florida, the Sunshine State, the retirement haven, the vacation paradise, are vanishing? Not into the sea, but into silence. Entire neighborhoods once filled with kids on bikes, families grilling in their backyards, retirees soaking up their golden years, now abandoned. Streets overtaken by weeds, malls boarded up, schools without students. It's haunting. It's real. And it feels like 2008 all over again. But this isn't just another housing crisis. It's deeper. From economic despair to climate chaos, Florida's ghost towns are multiplying, and fast. Today we're uncovering 10 ghost towns in Florida that are emptying out, one home at a time. Towns where dreams were built and quietly crushed. And at the end of this video, we'll ask the question no one wants to face. Is Florida headed toward another collapse? Let's begin. Number 1. Golden Gate Estates. It was supposed to be paradise. Massive lots, endless greenery, close enough to Naples, but far enough to escape the chaos. But today, drive down some streets in Golden Gate Estates, and you'll see empty lots swallowed by brush. Half-built homes left to rot. Roads where no one drives. This was one of the largest land scams in U.S. history. Developers promised a suburban dream, but never delivered water, power, or even roads in many places. And now the ever-present threat of wildfires, water shortages, and isolation have driven people out. You can buy land here for cheap, but at what cost? Number 2. Interlachen. Nestled between Gainesville and Palatka, Interlachen was once a growing town with promise. Affordable land. Nature. A break from city life. But the collapse of nearby industries, rising crime, and a lack of infrastructure have turned Interlachen into a shell of itself. Entire blocks of abandoned mobile homes. Overgrown yards. Forgotten hopes. Locals will tell you, it's not the Interlachen they grew up in. And with shrinking job prospects and outmigration, this once promising retreat is fading fast. Number 3. Pahokee. Once a thriving agricultural hub known for the muck, the dark fertile soil around Lake Okeechobee, Pahokee thrived on sugarcane and football. But after decades of economic decline, hurricanes, and corporate abandonment, the town is collapsing. Shuttered shops, derelict homes. A stadium that once held state champions now echoes with silence. Pahokee is more than a ghost town. It's a symbol of what happens when rural Florida is left behind. Number 4. Belle Glade. Just south of Pahokee lies Belle Glade, another town built on sugarcane dreams, and now drowning in poverty. Despite being in one of Florida's richest counties, Belle Glade has some of the highest poverty and unemployment rates in the state. Houses with boarded windows, schools with declining enrollment, crime and hopelessness on the rise. Some residents are stuck, others are getting out while they still can. The contrast between Belle Glade and nearby West Palm Beach is staggering and disturbing. Number 5. Citrus Springs. Developers once dreamed big for Citrus Springs, planning for over 30,000 homes, golf courses, and shopping plazas. But reality hit hard. Many lots were never developed. Streets lead to nowhere, and houses, though scattered, sit in eerie silence. It's a perfect picture of suburban overreach. The population never came, the economy never followed, and now wild growth returns to swallow the asphalt and the dreams it once carried. Number 6. Bithlo. Bithlo sits just outside Orlando, close to Disney but light years away in reality. Long plagued by poverty, contaminated water, and lack of health care, Bithlo has become known as one of Florida's forgotten towns. Nonprofits have stepped in to help, but the scars are deep. Abandoned homes, drug addiction, kids growing up with no options. This is not the Florida tourists see. This is the Florida we need to see. Number 7. Suwannee. Tucked away along the Gulf Coast, Suwannee was once a quiet fishing village. But rising sea levels, stronger hurricanes, and retreating insurance companies have left it in crisis. Homes are emptying, businesses are gone, and floodwaters keep creeping closer each year. People are moving inland, away from the beauty that once drew them here. It's becoming a ghost town, not by choice, but by climate force number 8. Port St. Joe. Port Street Joe had a comeback story. After losing its paper mill, the town was rebuilding on tourism and small businesses. Then came Hurricane Michael in 2018, and everything changed. Entire neighborhoods flattened, businesses destroyed, and 5 years later, many haven't returned. The silence in some neighborhoods is deafening. What's left is a patchwork of hope and abandonment. Some still fight to revive it. Others have already left. On number 9. Yeehaw Junction. Yeehaw Junction may sound like a roadside attraction, but it's becoming more of a memory. This once busy crossroads, known for its iconic Desert Inn, now sits forgotten. When the Desert Inn collapsed, literally after a truck crash in 2019, it felt symbolic. Like the soul of the town was gone. Now, few residents, fewer jobs, no future in sight. It's a real-life ghost town, hiding in plain sight. Number 10. Mariana in Florida's Panhandle has seen it all. Booms and busts, schools and prisons, history and hardship. But recent years have been harsh. Hurricanes, factory closures, youth leaving for cities. Downtown is quiet, businesses struggle, and many homes sit empty. What once was a historical gem is now slowly crumbling under neglect. Mariana is a warning of what happens when small towns are forgotten. So what does it all mean? Florida, for all its sunshine and beaches, is fracturing. Beneath the luxury condos and Disney parades, there's another Florida, a quieter, emptier one. Some of these towns were destroyed by greed, others by nature, some simply by time. But together, they paint a haunting picture. Is it 2008 again? Maybe. Maybe worse. Because this time it's not just a housing crash. It's a climate crisis, an economic divide, and a lack of vision for the people who built this state. So before we cheer Florida's booming cities, let's remember the ones we left behind. Because these ghost towns, they're not fiction. They're the future, if we're not careful.